Ants are just like us. They need water. And with many areas in the mid-state still in a drought, the heat and the dry weather are driving ants into desperation mode.
Ants, ants, and more ants invading our homes in search of food and water.
Ants can follow along electrical wires, plumbing, some places that you just really can't keep them out. I mean, if they want in, then they're going to find a way in.
Local pest control companies are working overtime lately keeping up with calls for active ants. Jim Hooten estimates his business has gone up 30%.
Some of our normal customers has never had issues with ants, have ants that come into their house.
Camponotus type ants, you can see.
Middle Tennessee State University biology professor Andy Brower says the ants are active so they can survive.
In the dry times, they're really stressed, just like the trees were. I mean, you saw the trees were dying, and all the species of insects are in just the same boat because they're little and they desiccate easily.
These pests become more of a danger outdoors, especially when we're talking about fire ants. With all of the dry weather here lately, they will burrow deeper into the ground in search of water. And with no visible mound, you could unknowingly be walking over thousands, armed and ready to sting.
They all have a way of sort of stinging kind of simultaneously. So one stings you and that releases an alarm pheromone that tells all the other all the other ants that the nest is threatened, and then everybody stings.
Pest control experts say you can try to beat the ants by purchasing ant killer at local hardware stores, but don't use too much. Hooten says, like medicine, just a little will go a long way.
People have the misconceptions about pesticides that using more is better, and that's not necessarily the truth.
Once ants find a food or water source, they leave a scent, marking the trail for other ants to move in. Experts say to find that trail and spray it with ant killer.
It's also said that a mixture of vinegar and water or dishwashing detergent and water will help if you spray around the ant's trail. If that's not enough, it'll cost you around $60 to $200 to call in the pros. In the studio, I'm Skywatch meteorologist Chris Justice.